Hello, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Jody, and this is Word on the Web.
And today is all about updates.
Love updates.
We have so many.
I know.
So much going on.
Do you know what we have?
What's that?
Is a community of support like I've never seen.
Oh, yes.
Gosh, it's made, like, it does lift me up. It lifts all of us up as we keep saying, okay, we're going to need some help here, we're going to need some help here. It's like, and they just keep showing up.
We have said this between us, but as soon as the conditional use permit was approved, blessed, got the green light to go, everybody emerged, and we're so grateful.
We are so grateful. And that's why we're going to do some updates so you know kind of what's covered,
kind of where we are,
and what we still need some lifting up. The first thing we're going to update is the Fred Awards and Gala, our end of year event that is honoring some of the great people who have stood beside us, boots on the ground, to help us get to these moments that we get to talk about, is sold out. It's
sold out.
That's an early sellout. That is amazing.
It is amazing. And we do have an incredible lineup of Fred Award recipients.
We do. And I'm so happy that the room is going to be packed so that these people who we're honoring will feel the love. So that's a very fun update. The next update that I wanted to talk about was the Furnishing Hope campaign.
Okay.
We have kind of done this campaign. It's Furnishing Hope, buy, build, furnish. And the buy part was there was essential furniture that we had to buy for certain rooms.
Specific functions.
And so we needed help kind of like covering the cost of those. And so I'm super happy to report that we have several people who have sponsored the director's office, the Hope House rooms, which are the private rooms for our guests who should be in housing. We're just waiting for housing to become available. Project Wellbeing, Project Recovery, the De-Escalation Room, some family suites, some Jack and Jill suites. Those are in the family shelter home. The family suite is large for a larger family. The Jack and Jill are smaller with a shared bathroom. What we're looking for is support in sponsoring those beds and the wardrobes and things like that. Those are still available. But just a tremendous amount of support is coming in. And then the furnished rooms, all of them are completely sponsored. So these are the rooms where we didn't have to buy essential furnishings. We were able to allow people to adopt a space, and they're bringing teams together to design these rooms in very special ways.
Where they provide everything for that space.
So the Family Lounge is being sponsored by Clenera, an incredible solar power company here locally. The playground is being sponsored by a congregation, Ahavat Beth Israel. The teens who are in their social movement class, not social movement, social action class.
Social action, okay.
They're sponsoring that space and helping to come up with some really fun ways to make sure the kids, when they're there, are having all kinds of fun.
Burn some outdoor energy.
Beth Oppenheimer, with a team that is forming, is doing the early education classroom.
That's going to be amazing.
Amazing. If those who know Beth, she's been fighting for early education access. She's been a voice for so long.
Nobody better. Well,
kind of not.
Right?
You know, like she knows the people to go to. And then Dana Zuckerman, a friend and a fantastic businesswoman here in Boise, Idaho, she is adopting the Teen Lounge, the adult library. This is one of my favorites. So Nick Guho, obviously of Guho Construction, he is building the new shelter. When he found out that the adult library was available, he has, it's Yvonne's mother, Betty Jean Jones. And Betty Jean Jones had, it's a long story. I'll write the story one day, but needless to say, Betty Jean had a library in the basement of her home, and Betty Jean has passed. And so the adult library will now be Betty Jean Jones Library. With support from Guho, and then of course we have Rediscovered Bookstores and a donor who's helping to make sure all the libraries are complete, but we're going to have Betty Jean's books and some of Betty Jean's furnishings. And
so great.
So anyways, just bragging a little bit about the community engagement.
Feeling so much gratitude, and then also there's if you've been waiting and looking for an opportunity or talking to your club members or congregations or whatever, there's still a few things. Let's just review those few things again. Hope House rooms,
Yeah,
the family suite.
Yep, we have a few of those left.
in
The Jack and Jill suites. Those are all in the family shelter home.
Yep.
You can also just help us buy the beds and mattresses. You can go on to the Furnishing Hope donor page and you can just buy a couple beds, a couple mattresses, whatever you want to do. We have lots of chairs.
Lots of
you
chairs.
You can buy one
purchase,
chair, you can buy 5 chairs. And then for everyone who has signed up to help us with the build is we have purchased quite a bit of furniture from IKEA. That is going to come on a big truck sometime in early December. And if you want to help put together the IKEA furniture, we're creating build teams. All you have to do is email me, and you'll see the caption down there. Casey will put it right there. And let me know that you want to build. And then as soon as we have the confirmed delivery dates, we will send out all the different build dates that are going to happen in at least the first 2 weeks of December. So you can kind of stay tuned for that. So that's kind of what's still left to do with Furnishing Hope.
People have been asking, when will you know? When will we be able to plan? And
really what we're waiting on is just confirmations of delivery dates and things like that so that we can then confirm, like, here's the day that you're going to unload the mattresses. Here's the day that you're going to help us build. Here's the day that we need help making all the beds. So we'll have all these different build dates that are happening throughout December and January for ways in which people can engage. It's not even just the IKEA furniture. We gotta furnish a whole shelter home.
A whole huge 42,500 square feet of living space. It's huge.
And don't even get me talking about the kitchen, because that's a whole nother thing. We have to do another call out to, and that'll be in a couple weeks. We'll tell you all about Mercy Kitchen. Yeah.
But circling back to, this is a campaign, and we really wanted the campaign to speak to individuals who might want to just contribute money to be able to purchase the items. But also, some people would, instead of money, they provide the human resource, right? The ability, the people to show up. And I'm sure when you said IKEA, everybody imagined Allen wrenches. And everybody who's put a piece of IKEA furniture together, you're qualified. So it's easy, and we'd love for the whole community to be involved, whether that's financially or in the construction process.
Yeah. And then here's the big update. Okay, so on December 5th, 2005, a church, a man with a key, opened up the first church to begin Interfaith's first night of providing safe shelter to our community. It is our 20-year anniversary on December 5th. We will start sharing all the stories about how this amazing movement happened. But we get to begin celebrating our 20th year on December 5th. And on top of that, it is also the Extreme Holiday Extravaganza's 20th anniversary. That means that all of us are 20 years older, which is crazy. But the musicians are still playing. The dancers are still dancing. So we're going to actually reveal the 20-year artwork for both the Extreme and the 20 years of providing shelter. And also announce that the Extreme Holiday Extravaganza will be coming back this winter, December 14th and 15th. That's a Sunday and a Monday at Treefort Music Hall. And we will be releasing those tickets on November 10th. So we'll get all that information to you. But I think because it's the 20-year, expect to be blown away with 20 years of magic being celebrated on those 2 nights.
It's going to be a fun event.
Yeah. And the art is so special. It was designed by a local artist by the name of Scott Smalljohn. He actually is the artist that did Curtis's new album this year, Songs from My Kitchen Volume 1. He did that whole album design. It's beautiful. And then when they were meeting one day, he said, hey, if you ever want me to help with the extreme art, I would be honored. And so we got him for the 20 year.
And it is beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. So we're going to give you a look at both of those, and then we will see you when we get back here next week with a really special. We're going on
We're going-
location.
yep, on location.
You're going to meet someone really special and hear about his nonprofit, Sleep in Heavenly Peace. So I'm excited to go on location with Nathan and Word on the Web.
Word on the web.
Yep.
Word on the web on the road.
Word on the Web. That's a hard one.
That's a hard
I'm
one.
not even going to try.
But yes, we will be on location. That'll
Yep.
be fun. Always fun to share other nonprofits that are doing great work.
Yes, absolutely.
So, any other updates for today?
I feel like we covered it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Good.
think we did good.
Well, let's end with gratitude again.
Yeah.
Because we've just been so so thrilled, so touched by the generosity of this community,
And the energy.
the energy.
The energy in which you guys come, full force, could not be more grateful. It's amazing. We are honored and privileged to work in this community, to do this work.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we'll see you all next time.
And don't forget to send in your questions. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.